Hi, I'm Rex Kuntz, Director of the School of Art. Today I'd like to talk to you about Vwire, a browser-based way to analyze images, both on your computer and across the web. What you see here is a typical Vwire screen. Vwire collects images that you then order visually, because all really good visual analysis is about relating images and/or objects to each other. Now, in the past, what you've been able to do on a computer or via the web, and this is typical of Picasso and Flickr, as well as more complicated programs like FileMaker, but all of these rely on linguistic tags to then sort and order visual information. What Vwire allows you to do is to order the information visually from the start and not lose the complexity of that order. So right now what I'm doing is I'm relating different shapes of eye to each other, moving from the very large oval or elliptical shape on this side through a more rectangular and smaller, perhaps lower slit shape here to the smallest eyes. Now this one really belongs over here. Here in the center we get more of the rectangular slit. Here we get the smaller. This one is actually larger, like this. And what I then create is a continuum of visual relations. Now this can be used for all sorts of analyses. Or, for example, we could then begin to look at the mineralogical components of these masks and look at where they could be from. Perhaps these masks not only are similar in eye shape, but they've got certain geological signatures or other signatures that would allow us to group them as a category or from the same place. The same with any of these groups here. We could also, if we think some of these are fraudulent, say, and this is something that you have to do in ancient art quite a bit, we could look for perhaps this shape of eye is really quite aberrant. This very small, very thin shape, these two, and we could start to, in fact, at least suspect that either these are from an outlying tradition or they have been faked in the much more recent past. And this is the way oftentimes that museums then, by lining up these sorts of continua, can check on the authenticity of objects. This could eventually be deployed for anything that requires a very complex or refined or sophisticated visual analysis, not only art objects, but archaeological material, for example, ceramics, and also medical imaging. For example, if you're teaching one how to do, how to recognize different aspects of lung cancer from radiological materials or MRI scans or whatever one is doing visually, this would be a fantastic teaching tool for those who have to make very complex visual analyses.